In the vast, sun-scorched landscapes of our planet, life has found remarkable ways to endure. Consider the camel, a creature perfectly adapted to the harshest of environments. For centuries, we have admired its resilience, its ability to travel for weeks without water. Yet, deep within its very blood, the camel, along with its cousin the llama, holds a secret far more astonishing than its physical stamina. It is a secret that scientists are only now beginning to unravel, a discovery that could change the future of human medicine in ways we are just starting to comprehend. This humble animal carries a unique biological tool, a special type of protein that is wonderfully and simply small. These remarkable proteins are a type of antibody, the body's natural defenders against disease. In humans and most other mammals, antibodies are quite large and complex structures, shaped rather like the letter Y. They are our immune system's soldiers, patrolling our bloodstream to identify and neutralize invaders like viruses and bacteria. They do this job exceptionally well, latching onto threats and marking them for destruction. But the camelid family, which includes camels, llamas, and alpacas, has evolved something different. Alongside these standard antibodies, they produce a much smaller, simpler version. These are what we now call nanobodies. A nanobody is truly tiny, about 1/10 the size of a conventional human antibody. Imagine a large branching tree compared to a single sturdy twig. This is the difference in scale we are talking about. This small size gives the nanobody incredible advantages. Whereas a large antibody is often bulky and can struggle to access tightly packed spaces within the body, a nanobody is nimble and agile. It can squeeze into microscopic nooks and crannies that are completely inaccessible to its larger counterparts. This unique characteristic is what has captured the attention of researchers around the world, pointing towards a new frontier in medicine. This discovery reminds us that the natural world is a library of solutions, with secrets hidden in the most unexpected of places. Who would have thought that an animal known for its endurance in the desert could hold a key to fighting some of humanity's most complex diseases? It is a testament to the intricate and often surprising connections that exist across all life on Earth. The journey of this tiny protein, from the veins of a camel to the forefront of scientific research, is a story of nature's quiet genius and our own quest for knowledge and healing. It is a journey that is just beginning. The true excitement surrounding nanobodies lies in where they can go. One of the greatest challenges in modern medicine is treating diseases of the brain. Our brain is protected by a highly selective barrier, known as the blood-brain barrier. Think of it as a very strict gatekeeper, meticulously controlling what is allowed to pass from the bloodstream into our most vital organ. While this barrier is essential for protecting the brain from toxins and pathogens, it also presents a formidable obstacle for doctors. Many promising medicines simply cannot get past it, rendering them ineffective against neurological conditions. This is where the nanobody's small size becomes its superpower. Because they are so minuscule and robust, scientists have found that nanobodies are far more capable of crossing this protective barrier than conventional drugs. They are like tiny keys that can unlock a door that has long been closed to medicine. Once inside the brain, they can be engineered to seek out and bind to specific targets with incredible precision. This ability to deliver a treatment directly to the source of a problem within the brain is a monumental leap forward, opening up possibilities that were once the stuff of science fiction. The potential of nanobodies is not just theoretical, it is already being realized. These tiny proteins have shown great promise in treating a range of conditions. For example, they have been successfully used to develop treatments for certain rare blood disorders. In the fight against viral infections, such as the respiratory syncytial virus that affects young children, nanobodies have been engineered to neutralize the virus with great efficiency. Their stability also means they can be administered in different ways, such as through an inhaler, making treatments less invasive and more accessible for patients around the globe. Each of these successes serves as a stepping stone, building a foundation of evidence for what these remarkable molecules can achieve. The ability to target specific cells or proteins without causing widespread side effects is the holy grail of drug development. Nanobodies bring us closer to that goal. They are not just smaller antibodies, they are precision-guided tools that can be programmed for a specific mission. And now, scientists are aiming these tiny warriors at one of the most challenging targets of all, the tangled proteins that cause Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a devastating condition that slowly erodes a person's memory and cognitive functions. It is a deeply complex disease, and for decades, it has resisted our best efforts to find an effective treatment. At its core, Alzheimer's is characterized by the buildup of two types of rogue proteins in the brain, amyloid plaques, which are sticky clumps that form between neurons, and tau tangles, which develop inside them. These proteins disrupt communication between brain cells and ultimately lead to their death, causing the progressive decline we associate with the disease. A major hurdle has been our inability to safely and effectively clear these proteins from the brain. This is where the research into camelid nanobodies becomes so profoundly hopeful. Scientists have begun to design nanobodies specifically to target these harmful amyloid and tau proteins. In laboratory studies, they have shown that these nanobodies can indeed cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside, they act like molecular cleanup crews, binding directly to the toxic protein clumps. By attaching to these plaques and tangles, the nanobodies can prevent them from growing larger and may even help the brain's own immune system to recognize and clear them away. This approach is far more targeted than anything we have seen before. The journey from the lab to a potential human treatment is, of course, a long and careful one. Researchers have been conducting experiments in mice that have been genetically modified to develop symptoms similar to Alzheimer's disease. The results have been encouraging. These early studies have demonstrated that nanobodies can not only enter the brain, but also visibly reduce the amount of amyloid plaque. This reduction in plaque has been linked to improvements in cognitive function in the animal models, suggesting that this treatment could one day slow or even halt the progression of the disease in humans. It is a painstaking process, but every successful experiment brings us one step closer. The ability to see a nanobody cross into the brain and interact with its target is a remarkable achievement. It transforms our understanding of what is possible in treating neurological disorders. While conventional antibodies have been developed to target amyloid, they are large and often require direct, invasive injections into the spinal fluid. The prospect of a less invasive treatment, perhaps even a simple injection into the bloodstream that can reach the brain, is a game changer for patients and their families. Despite the immense promise shown in these initial studies, there is still a great deal of work to be done before nanobody-based therapies can be used to treat people with Alzheimer's. The first and most important step is to ensure their safety. While nanobodies are derived from a natural source, they are still foreign molecules to the human body. Scientists must conduct rigorous testing to ensure that they do not trigger an unwanted immune response or cause unforeseen side effects. The transition from animal models to human clinical trials is a significant leap that requires meticulous planning and oversight to protect patient well-being. Furthermore, researchers need to refine the delivery and effectiveness of these treatments. Questions remain about the optimal dose, the best way to administer the nanobodies, and how long their effects might last within the brain. It may be that a single type of nanobody is not enough. A successful therapy might require a cocktail of different nanobodies, with some targeting amyloid plaques while others focus on tau tangles, tackling the disease from multiple angles. Optimizing these complex strategies will take time, patience, and continued investment in scientific research, pushing the boundaries of what we know about this disease. It is also important to manage our expectations. Scientific breakthroughs rarely happen overnight. The path from a discovery in the laboratory to a widely available medicine is often a decade or more long, filled with challenges and setbacks. But what this research provides, more than anything, is a profound sense of hope. It represents a completely new avenue of attack against a disease that has brought so much sorrow. It shows that by looking to nature, we can find ingenious solutions to our most pressing problems, reminding us that we are inextricably linked to the world around us. And so we find ourselves looking at the humble camel and llama with a newfound sense of wonder. These creatures of the desert and mountains, shaped by millennia of evolution, have given us a gift of immense potential. Their unique biology has opened a door that was once firmly shut, offering a glimmer of light in the fight against Alzheimer's. It is a powerful reminder that the answers to some of life's greatest challenges may be found not only in our own ingenuity, but in the quiet, resilient wisdom of the natural world. The journey is long, but the promise is truly extraordinary.